Hey guys, so question, have you guys heard about the Instant Pot? I feel like it's like all the rage these days. I actually got one a couple years ago. My sister was the one who told me about it. She has 3 kids, doesn't have a lot of time to cook, especially during the week, and she was raving about it. So I got one, and I actually really like it. I think it's like perfect for weeknight cooking, which is what I'm all about these days. So I was thinking of what we could make in the Instant Pot, and I thought ramen would be like a really great recipe to try out. I went to Japan a couple years ago and had like the best ramen experience of my life. So I kind of want to like replicate it until I can get back to Japan. So today I want to show you how to make 30-minute Instant Pot ramen just using some basic ingredients from your grocery store. So let's get started. So first I've got the Instant Pot on the saute function. We're going to add in a little bit of sesame oil, and then we're going to add in 1 pound, which is just this like one ginormous chicken breast, but skin on, bone in chicken breast. And we're just gonna let that brown for maybe about 3 to 5 minutes. So like I mentioned before, I went to Japan a couple years ago and had like the most incredible ramen experience ever. I think it was like one of my favorite dining experiences ever. It was this little hole in the wall, no one spoke any English, we obviously didn't speak any Japanese, and we just had like the best time and the best food. And so I've been dreaming about that meal ever since, and I think the Instant Pot can help us get there, or get there close enough until I actually travel back to Japan, which I want to do all the time. So one of the things I love about, well, pressure cookers in general, but the Instant Pot as well, is that it cooks things so much quicker than normally like on a Dutch oven on the stove. And so what it's going to do is just concentrate all of those flavors when it comes to pressure and cooks it. And so you have this rich, luscious broth for the ramen, where it might take longer on the stovetop. So I would say it's going to take about half an hour to create this broth, but I think on the stovetop it might take like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So you're already saving so much time right there. Okay, so my chicken is browned, and one of the reasons I use skin on, bone in chicken breast is because the bone's going to add a lot of flavor to that broth, as is the skin. So we can just take that out later. That right there for a minute. And then to that same pan, we're going to add in some garlic. And then some ginger. And then just give that just a quick saute, like 30 seconds. Then we're going to add that chicken breast right back in, followed by about 1 quart or 4 cups of chicken broth. Two tablespoons of rice wine vinegar, and then some soy sauce. So we're going to go ahead and put the lid on, and then we are going to cook on high for 20 minutes. So it's been about 20 minutes. I actually let the pressure cooker come to pressure on its own naturally for about 10 minutes, but you could obviously just remove the seal and let it come to pressure really quickly. Oh my God, it smells so good. This is just dreamy. So just remove the chicken from the broth, and then we're gonna take out the bone and the skin from the chicken breast. And you can see it just like falls apart. It just falls off the bone because it's just so tender. Let's add in some dried ramen noodles into that broth. Just give it kind of a couple of minutes to soften up, and then we're ready to eat. So my noodles have been softened. So now let's assemble this. So I've got a big old bowl. Let's just get a scoop of that really great, delicious broth. So the broth does have like flecks from the garlic and the ginger. If you want it to be crystal clear, you could also blend it or strain it, but I'm like perfectly happy as is. Let's add in a little bit of chicken. We're gonna top it with some noodles. I mean, noodles are my favorite part, so we're gonna do extra noodles. Scatter on some scallions or green onions, just kind of right over the top. And you can obviously add like whatever favorite toppings you have. You could put bok choy, you could do more herbs, maybe like a chili pepper of some sort. I'm also gonna add, I have like a nice 6-minute egg, which is really like barely cooked on the inside. We're gonna cut that open and just rest it on top. That is good looking. And then just top with some cilantro, some sesame seeds. And if you wanted to do hot sauce, you definitely could at this point. I like it just like this. And we are ready to eat. It looks so good, right? And it comes together 30 minutes, 35 minutes max, so super easy. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure to hit subscribe because I upload new recipe videos each week.